Hey Virgo, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your reading for June 2025. Click the link below, bro. Let me start that all over again because I don't know why I'm doing my intro to oracle readings. Hey Virgo, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your June 2025 reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Virgo, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them. Take what applies and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading. So it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It is greatly appreciated. All right. You have the Empress. So Empress is all about feminine energy, creation, birthing. It is about self-care. It's about self-worth. So let's see where this goes. You also have the Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. This is your energy currently. For some of you, you might be looking at things with rose-colored glasses off. This is somebody here who's also been hurt way too many times, so that's why she has a sword up. She's not allowing certain things to interfere with the peace that she wants, okay? And she's not afraid to speak her truth. The challenge, though, is the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy, card of patience. You have the World card in the Foundation, why it's all happening. Either you closed some sort of cycle off, accomplished something, you could have ended something with someone in the past. The Sun, Leo energy. I have lots of major arcana so far. In the past, this is truth, clarity, happiness. Another one, Hierophant on your mind, commitment, beliefs, morals, structure. And then you have the Five of Swords as your outcome. I don't know. The Five of Swords as your outcome could be saying a big F you to somebody and doing what you have to do for yourself. This could be more about standing your ground. This doesn't necessarily have to be a card of having to deal with mind games and trust issues and whatnot. Let's see what the Love Oracle cards say. Self-indulgence and soulmates popped out. Soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. And the self-indulgent one is about self-worth, shadow work. Okay. Not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call person, boundaries, still angry. And the runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. I mean, this could be what you're dealing with, especially if you have the Queen of Swords here, especially if you are the Virgo female. Maybe you are pissed off at something. Maybe you are putting up some sort of boundaries. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who you feel like is constantly running and you need to chase after them. All right, let's move on. What is this Empress card here? The Four of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Knight of Wands. Three of Wands at the bottom. I don't know if you are keeping more to yourself with this Four of Pentacles, because it almost seems like an energy of saving. So I almost get the sense of like saving your sanity, saving yourself possibly from BS, and that's definitely a step towards self-worth. You have the Magician, Knight of Wands, so you could be in the process of manifesting better things for yourself where you can take action in a more enthusiastic way, in a passionate way, all towards your growth, all towards self-worth. Now, for some of you, you might be keeping yourself from dealing with somebody who is manipulative, who comes in and out, who has this fickle energy. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Three of Cups, King of Pentacles, and the Star card. You have Aquarius, you have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Three of Pentacles at the bottom. You have 2 3s. Can there be a third party involved? Yeah, we could throw it out there, but we're not focusing on that at the moment. So with these cards that are clarifying, this to me almost seems like feeling happy with something that you feel you can commit to, or that something is of value to you or bringing value into your life. Something that you want or that you wish for with the Star card. It could even be a sense of healing. I also feel like there might be an individual who might want to reconcile things. And with this Queen of Swords, this is more looking at it like, okay, I'll listen to what you have to say, but, you know, I don't know if I believe you. I don't know if I really want to deal with this. I'm not going to be pulled back in with sweet talks, with false promises, etc. I also feel like with this Queen of Swords, there is this very clear perspective on what it is that you want. What is the Temperance? The Moon, Pisces energy, King of Swords now. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Knight of Cups. Queen of Cups at the bottom. You might be waiting for someone to speak their truth, to take action in regards to love, maybe even open up. It could be somebody who you feel is maybe a little on the cold-hearted side, maybe aloof, someone who hasn't been putting much effort in regards to emotions. Because with the Moon card, this is not seeing things very clearly. And then King of Swords, that is seeing, that is having clarity, that is expressing clarity, that is somebody who speaks facts. And then Knight of Cups coming in with love. It's clarifying the card of patience, but it's the challenge. For some of you, you're waiting to see if somebody would commit with that King of Pentacles. Why is the World card here? For some of you, you're more focused on what you want for yourself and bringing in this sense of happiness. Six of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Six of Cups. Moving to calmer waters, and then something comes up with this Ace of Pentacles. And then Seven of Wands, standing your ground. I feel like you don't want to put up with someone's BS or someone's lies. I get this sense of someone trying to tell you something almost like, you know what, if you take this offer, this is going to be great. And you're like, you know what? No, I don't think so. I think I've seen this already before. There's something here. Either somebody is making false promises, selling you a dream, whether it's in regards to love, whether it's in regards to work. I think there's a pushing away of that. There's something here that you just don't want. I also get the sense of something locally. So let's say it's like a work thing, pushing something away that's too far, or something that resembles a past thing. I don't know where this is coming from. Take it as it resonates, please. Why is the Sun card in the past? Four of Wands, Nine of Cups, Page of Swords, Tower at the bottom. So in the past, something here to do with stability, security, home, a sense of belonging, really wanting that, really liking that with the Nine of Cups, and then Page of Swords, watching. Or getting some sort of direct message. I feel like in the past, there was something here that was great. But I don't know about this Page of Swords, because that's almost like eyeing it. Like, is it really? Is it not? Seeing happiness in a situation or with a person. Why is the Hierophant here? Nine of Wands, Two of Swords, Two of Cups. You're tired of something? Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Tired, exhausted, Two of Swords, at a stalemate. And then Two of Cups, a relationship. Or a partnership. It doesn't have to be love related. I also feel like there's certain lessons that you've learned here. Eight of Cups, the Devil, Six of Wands. You think about this connection quite often. For some of you, you see the toxicity, you want to leave that behind, you want to emotionally detach from that. I also feel like a sense of waiting. For some of you, you could be dealing with a Capricorn with the Devil card here, or you have it in your chart. Let me see what this Five of Swords is. Then we can continue if needed. You could be pissed and you're dealing with another earth sign that you want things to be healed, better. But it's possible that you might feel like you're waiting in vain. The Tower, Page of Wands, Ten of Swords. What is this? Self-sabotage? Lying to oneself? The Fool, the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, wanting to take a leap of faith on yourself. I really feel like, listen, if you're a male and you're resonating with this, fantastic. But I'm just getting such strong feminine, like female. I also feel like a sense of like, I need to do for me. I need to do for me. What is this Hierophant here? Hey, guitar lover. Thank you. Nine of Swords, the Strength card, Five of Wands. Yeah, there is this either internal battle or it's like actual arguments, drama that's happening. This is causing some sort of stress. Because it's something that feels like it should be secure, stable, but there might be I don't know, things that are hidden, whether it's someone being sneaky, whether it's you not expressing certain things. For some of you, you're taking this as some sort of lesson. I also feel like a part of you might want to revisit this, move forward, but there's still this sense of dissatisfaction. Like, really, is this gonna happen the way that I would like for it to happen? I think you're tired and done. For some of you, feeling alone, wanting to put down the weight that's being carried. For some of you, feeling like you're carrying this relationship or whatever this is on your back constantly, wanting to put that down. But there is this wanting to work together, like I said, wanting to keep investing, rebuilding, fixing certain things of the past. For some of you, you're waiting for somebody to say something, to apologize. I don't know if this is making sense. Let me take out two oracle cards here for advice and clarity. I get the strong sense, Virgo, of kind of like this sudden, I have to do for me. Like, I can't constantly be looking out for you, constantly feeling like I have to protect you and protect myself, or constantly having to be in this survival mode. There is a strong sense of, what about me? All right, so a card just fell. Let me pick that up. You have gossip. Maybe there is another person involved. Perfection and completion. I'm also going to read the gossip card just because it flew out. Six of Wands flew out. Your heart is still in this, I feel like. Because a part of you feels like you're moving on, like, good, I have my mojo back, I feel confident, things are going good. But then there's a sense of sadness or maybe even regret. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio with the Queen of Cups, you might have that in your chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever. For some of you, there is kind of this, the thing that pulls you towards this might be like this deeper thing of feeling validated. Like, if you're still attached to something that you just know is not going to work, but your heart is in it, and if I keep doing more, but I need to do for myself, but what about this, and then kind of like in this seesaw, there might be this, what if things are different? Deep down inside, I feel like that is more rooted in needing to feel like, well, I mattered so much that this changed. or my efforts weren't in vain because this became better. And sometimes we just need to let that go. I know, easier said than done. I don't think this Five of Swords is something that will be affecting you. I think this is something that you're bringing. Kind of like, that's it. I've made a decision. I'm not stuck at this stalemate anymore. I am taking my Three of Swords, right? Because she's holding 3 swords. 3 of Swords is already here. This pain, anguish, heartbreak, or whatever. And I'm going to use that as motivation to propel me to move forward, to help me heal, to help me focus on something else, because I don't want to put my energy elsewhere, because my energy is sacred. And if my energy is sacred, why am I giving it to something that just doesn't deserve it? You know, it doesn't matter how good you want to be, how forgiving you want to be, whatever. Where's your energy? Where are you putting your energy? You know, are you going to keep investing in a stock that keeps going under, or a stock that's just not producing anything? No, you go and you move your money elsewhere. I don't know shit about stocks, but I would assume that that's what it is. And I feel like that's what you're doing. You're taking back your power and you're using this pain because, look, then she's holding up this Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is that truth, clarity, cutting something out when needed. You have the Queen of Swords that started off the reading. Well, starting off the reading was the overall energy of the Empress, which Queen of Swords, Empress. This, yes, could be a bitter Betty, but that bitter Betty is like, well, you know, it's because I've been putting so much of my energy elsewhere and I wasn't investing in myself. I wasn't looking after myself. And I know that seems so cliche, and there's plenty of people in this world that need to stop looking at themselves and just focusing on themselves. But then there's other people who just give too much for others, who are constantly chasing others, who are constantly pouring themselves into situations, whether it's work, whether it's with other family members, friends, or love relationship, and you completely forget about you. Listen, Virgo, you are the nurse of the zodiac, okay? And you take in wounded situations and people. So you tell me, if the nurse herself was stabbed, how is she supposed to take care of the patient? She can't. She needs to tend to her wound and heal that to be able to care for somebody else. So I feel like that's the point that you're at right now. I also feel like there's a deeper meaning here to this, which is about accepting yourself, which is about validating yourself. And it's not that, like, I don't feel the sense of like actively going out there for people to validate you. I just feel like you might do extra for someone or for something, and it's almost like a cry for love. When we have these certain, if this is resonating with you, when you have these certain situations come up in life, it's not because the universe wants you to suffer. It's not because, oh, you know, I'm serving my karma. No, it's because the situation is hurting because it just doesn't align with who you are. Which means that if the giving of yourself to something is not producing any kind of benefits for you, for others, etc., like collectively, then that means we need to pour that into ourselves. We need to give that same attention to ourselves. We need to figure out ourselves a little bit more. This might not resonate with every Virgo, but I do feel like it's more for females. I'm just going to throw it out there. Sorry, guys. But it is what it is. Check out your other placements. Anyway, Virgo, let me read these oracle cards for you. Just the story, and then in the short section, I'm going to read the explanation. So that you could get a little clarity. And the explanation, the little description of it is much better than the actual story. So let's read. Charmaine is eccentric and kind. From her chartreuse green house to her fascination with scarves, she is a topic of town gossip. After her death, the local people discover her incredibly detailed paintings of their town and realized she was an extraordinary artist who painted their lives with love. They feel sadness for never having really known her. This could be a card of feeling judged. Keywords: freedom, dance, honor, uniqueness of others, naivety, said that wrong, support for your vision, lack of appreciation, refocusing your life. All right, next card is perfection. Raspberry needs no makeup to accentuate her exquisite features, but she wears it anyway. She's a perfectionist. She speaks the truth at all times, believing that she is helping others by sharing her truth. While statements such as, your child is overweight, are honest, they make others avoid her. Lonely, she seeks the advice of her favorite elderberry, who teaches her that honesty without kindness is cruelty. Her new vulnerability allows her to see the beauty in others as well as in herself. This card, the keywords for this card is uniqueness, friendship, acceptance, alienating others, feeling alienated, seeking perfection, deeply desiring love, transformation ahead. All right, so completion is the next card. He was raised in an orphanage and never wore new boots until he enlisted in the army in 1942. By the end of the year, he was decorated veteran and had survived what many of his brothers had lost. Later, he became an actor. He was well loved, but history will remember him as a war hero. When he was finally laid to rest, Goddess smiled upon him as she received him into the heavens. This card's about honoring your legacy, a natural ending to a grand adventure, a new beginning on the horizon, a new adventure, honoring those who give to us, and achieving